Hello, everybody. Hello. Thursday already. Thursday, 3rd of March, 2022. So it's 7:15 here in Ireland, and I hope you are okay. So, hello, Elaine Cupertino. Good to have you here, my dear. Thank you. Also, I can see a lot of people joining us. Ney Silva, good to have you here. Leah, wonderful. I hope everything is fine in Sweden. So, let's work a little bit. Meanwhile, let's people get in, and we will start with our initial prayer. Okay. So I want to invite everyone to have a deep breath. Let's empty our mind, make connection with superior spirits, with our mentors of Ireland, mentors of the country, wherever you are. Ask them to enlighten ourselves. Also, I want to ask you all to send good vibrations towards Putin and all presidents, prime ministers, leaders of any country. Enlighten them in a good wave of vibrations, in a good wave of hope, love. So be it. Amen. Okay, so we have to start, and we will keep doing our study. The Spirit's book. We are on question 197. No. 189. Question 189, which is progressive transmigration. Progressive transmigration. Okay? So, we are studying here the plurality of existences, which in a simple word means reincarnation. Reincarnation is one of the pillars of the Spiritism teachings, because Spiritism is based on reincarnation. What it is incarnation, Stevan? Reincarnation, it is every time you need to born in a new body to keep it going your path of evolution. Okay? So this is a very simple term. Okay? And we already saw, or we already studied last week. Let me see here. We already studied last week. Oh gosh. I can turn off this. 1 second. Okay. So, we already studied how is this, what it is in reincarnation, the justice of reincarnation, what's the incarnation in a different words. So we have already seen that. And today we will talking about the progressive, how this development goes. What's governs these reincarnations. Okay, so question 189: do spirits fully enjoy their faculties from the beginning of their creation? So, first of all, we need to remember that a spirit is created, okay? But there is no ending. So we have a beginning without an ending, okay? So at the moment a spirit is created, it have all the faculties. I answered this question with another question. Do a baby born with their faculties, or the baby will get their faculties as long as they live throughout the years of existence? I think it is. Same with the spirit. At the moment the spirit is created, we have lack of knowledge. If we have a lack of knowledge, we have what? Instinct. So we act based on instinct. As long as we are evolving, as long as we are progressing, we will acquire what? Knowledge. And within the knowledge, we will acquire free will. Okay? Okay? Great. So, and the spirit said, no, like a man, a spirit also has an infancy, develops only little by little. Okay? I think there is no news here. Everyone is used to it, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay? But basically, we say that every incarnation we learn a little bit. Oh, even though those guys who are bad guys, they did bad thing, yes, even though them. Okay? Even though those guys who kill, I don't know, kill someone in this life, yes, they evolved because perhaps in the previous life he didn't kill many people as they kill now. So it's a progress. It's a progress. Okay? It's a progress, little by little. Okay? But we needed to, again, another a question you may ask is, okay, I get it. The spirits evolve as long as they are getting knowledge, but how it happens, how it goes. So we try. This is natural for everybody. We try to bring everything to our current situation. What you're saying here, Stevan? I'm saying we do have a tendency to compare everything with our present, current reality. Okay? So, example, we try to look life out of the planet Earth, but we are trying to look someone like us who breathe oxygen. They need water to 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 live. Like we're looking more a human condition. Okay, and we can say here the first incarnation of a spirit, perhaps, and for perhaps not for sure, it doesn't happen here on Earth. It will happen in a different world, in a world related to that level of evolution of that spirit. Okay? And we are progressing until they have conditions to incarnate here on Earth. Same thing for us, for this spirit. When we reach all the lessons we have to learn here on Earth, we're going to go to another world. For sure. Okay? We will go there. And this, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And then we can say, oh, until we reach, we already studied on question 100, the order of the spirits, Kardec classify in 3 orders. Okay? And then we say we are in perfect spirits. Then we have the good spirits. Then we have the happy spirits of the Christ hierarchy. So you can say you have more. Yes, we may have more. And even Kardec said that because he classified this as a understand for ourselves, as a from an educational perspective. That's the word. Educational from this point of view. Okay? Happy days. Okay. And what sustained this? If we go to question 607, let's go to question 607. 607. What question 607 says? No, let me write here because I didn't wrote question 189. So question 607 says, you have said that at its origin, the human soul is in a state similar to that of a human infancy, in that its intelligence is only beginning to blossom, attempting its first steps in life. Where does the soul accomplish this initial phase? Answer: in a series of existences preceding the period you call humanhood. And we have on this divided by 607, A, B, and C. Now on the part C, does the period of humanhood begin on Earth? And the Spirit said, the Earth is not the starting point of early human incarnations. usually begins on words even less evolved. Match what I said at the beginning. Okay? So we can connect question 189 with question 607. Okay? Right down there. Right down there. Okie dokie. Great. Let's go. Let's move. Let's move. So, question 192. Can we leap over every existing level by means of perfect conduct in this life and thus become pure spirits without going through the intermediate stage? In other words, they are saying, can we leap? Can we evolve? Like, can you get a shortcut? And the spirits was category here. No, because what man conceives perfection to be like is actually perfection to be like is actually very far from it. Then we needed to understand here two concepts. One concept, it is the relative perfection. Another concept, it is absolute perfection. Absolute perfection, it is who is the only one who is perfect we know? God. He is perfect. Okay? If God is not perfect, something higher than him is perfect. So that thing higher than him shall call God, or should be called God. Okay? Because this is the perfection. This is the absolute perfection. Relative perfection, it is our viewpoint. It is our perception. Because sometimes when we say, oh, this is perfect, it's perfect for me, but I don't know if I give it this to Leo or to Dawn to check, they say, oh no, it's missing this, it's missing that. You know? And we can say, no, I can't. It's not perfect. But for me, it's perfect. So this is a relative perfection. Okay? You can say, oh, I nailed it, I did it, but at the end, no. Okay? So we need to understand we have these two different attributes. Okay? And we can connect question 192 with two other questions. Questions 100 and question 113. Let's check this. Question 100. What question 100 gives to us? Question 100. It is the spirit hierarchy, in quotes, is the preliminary observations Kardec did to classify the spirits in certain levels. Not, again, these levels does not exist as it is here, but there is a differentiation here. For example, we can find a higher spirit become as a slave, And we have a high, a less evolved spirit incarnate as a king. Okay? We will see a little bit further. And then questions 113. What says 113? Allan, it is the first and only class for the pure spirits. Okay? So, again, absolute spirits, it's only one, which is God. Relative perfection, it is everything else. Okay? Good? I hope you're okay. So, some points we need to consider here. A journey of a spirit, the path a spirit goes through the evolution is always forward. Never ever a spirit go back. Never. It's always forward. And it's, at least for me, it is easy to understand because if in each incarnation we always learn something different, and this new learn will expand our knowledge, and expansion of knowledge means gaining more responsibility, gaining more free will. There is no sense we go back. However, the body existence, the matter existence can go back. But the spirit which is inside of that body do not go back. Okay? So let's use the example here from the Spirit's book. The soul of a powerful man may later become a humble craftsman, and vice versa. At the time, Jesus was a carpenter and Herod was a king. On earth, which one had more power? Herod. Why? Because he was a king. Okay? And Jesus was a carpenter. We just got a carpenter there. No value if you compare this position with a king. But the spirit who, let's say, occupies that body is a different story. It's a totally different story. Easy comparison. Jesus and Herodes. Easy comparison. Okay. Okay. So let me see if I missed something. I already said the spirit cannot go back, retrograde. As I did. Okay, great. No, everything's covered here. Great. Wonderful. And also, I think it's part of our let's say human behavior. When we are facing something bad, when we are facing something, a trial or something like that, or even expiation, when passing through these problems, our natural our natural instinct is make this period of suffering short. We intend to make it short. We want to just get rid of this as quickly as possible. This is what we want. Okay? However, when we start to see these problems as our as a consequences of our actions, as a consequence of our imperfections, and we need to identify where is my imperfection, where is my uh, 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 piece of work, where in my moral qualities, which one I needed to emphasize, to work more. If I can understand this will not make our problem finish quickly. This is not bring it to a ending, but this will give us courage. This will give us guidance on how to progress, on how to move forward, on how to become a better person. Okay? So, of course, we want to make this less painful, of course, but at which price? Because always we pray, we hope to cease that pain, to finish with that that problem, but we don't go and try to find the root cause of that problem. What or which situation generated that problem? We don't do that. We just want to make this finish. Like if you have a fever, you take a medicine to reduce the fever, but at the end you didn't know, you didn't check what you have. What's the cause of this fever? A virus, a bacteria, an infection, could be many things. And if you don't treat with the right remedy, it may come back later. And this is our incarnation. We don't we don't do the right thing first, and sometimes we get involved in more troubles. Instead of evolve, we stay stagnated. We are still spinning our wheels in the same level of evolution. So instead of keep moving forward, we are not standing still, but we are stagnated. That's the word. We are stagnated. And we don't want this. Of course we don't want. Come on, why? So I don't know what problems you are facing. I don't know what the reasons brought you to this situation. I don't know. What I know is you put yourself in this situation, and you are the only one who gonna get you out of this situation. Oh, Stevan, but I did nothing. I don't know. Analyze, check your actions, check your mouth, because sometimes we say something at the end is not correct, is not right. So check it, analyze it, apply it every day. What I need to improve, what I need to fix, what I needed to 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 move forward. So we need to do this. No, later, yeah, later. No, no. So we need to do that. But what we want to get a shortcut. You know, like this is a good example with Stephanie, my daughter. She's learning tables, and there is two ways to understand it. Or you keep training and know the tables by heart, or you understand the concept behind the tables, and instead of knowing by heart, you will understand the concept and you get the solution, which whatever the number is. You need to choose which one is less painful. My opinion is get to know what is behind and understand why, understand the concepts and make this sense for me, instead of keep practicing every day, every time, in order to get this by so many practices. This is the way I learned when I was Stephanie's age. I'm trying to teach her different things. She doesn't like. Leave it is very clear here. She doesn't like. You know, she doesn't like at all. But she needs to. She needs to practice. Practicing leads to perfection. And what we do with our incarnations, we are practicing. And these practices will lead us to perfection. Okay? Let's move go here. Question 198. Since spirits can only advance by undergoing the tribulations of a corporeal existence, does it follow the material life may be seen as a type of sieve or filter through which the beings of the spiritual world must go in order to arrive at perfection. Okay. In other words, what they're saying here is how this perfection goes. It's very simple. Avoiding the evil and doing the good. That's the formula. We don't need it to memorize. We don't need it to to put as a reminder. What we need to practice. And we can connect this. We can see some other questions which gonna help us to understand this point. We can go first to question 132. 132. And question 132 gives to us the following. What is the purpose of the incarnation of spirits? Reach this perfection, they must endure all the tribulations of corporeal existence. There lies the expiation. So, our purpose of reincarnation is perfect ourselves. How does it happen? Progressively. And how is the mechanism to do this? Practicing the good. And again, I go back to my old example. You may know. 90%, more or less, of the people here on planet Earth, they don't do good, but they don't do bad. They are in the fence. That's why. That's why. It's up to you. What are you going to do? Now we can see a wonderful movement in supporting those refugees from Ukraine. They are being received. I saw today in the news there is a beautiful message in the border with Poland. They put on the Ukrainian side, "Hey, come to Poland. We are waiting for you." When you cross the border, there is another plate, another billboard saying, "We were waiting for you and we're going to take care of you." This is a wonderful action. It is. It is a wonderful. But the point is, there is not just war now in Ukraine and in Russia. We do have more wars, especially in the Yemen, in the South Africa, in the Africa, some Africa countries like Serra Leoa, all these countries. They are living this. War, fear is their constant pain. So we need to act. We have all this massive help to the people in Ukraine, which, by the way, is wonderful. But we close our eyes for what's happening in other countries. Why? Why this differentiation in treatment? We need to do is that they are same brothers as the Ukrainians, as the Russians, are the Polish, are the Irish, Brazilians, whatever. They're the same. So what I'm saying here, I'm not criticizing anybody. What I'm saying here, we need to make this same action everybody's doing to Ukraine, we need to do to other countries. And perhaps this action, this movement of solidarity, of charity, fraternity, is the key to change the world. We need that. We really need that. And I said, now it connects as well with question 230. Let's go to question 230. Can spirits progress while in between incarnations? Answer. Always according, they may improve themselves significantly, always according to their will and desire. It's the famous situation when I want to do it, but I don't have courage to do it. The example of this man, the young man who approached Jesus and said, I want to follow you. And Jesus said, well, come. And he said, oh, but not today. Tomorrow. And he just said, tomorrow I won't be here, so you cannot follow me. If you want to follow me, you need to do it now, right now. So, are you prepared to move forward? This happens especially with us, Spiritists. We are seeing all these beautiful things, all these messages who make sense. But are you willing to change yourself? Are you willing to make yourself a better person? Or you're just using this incarnation to learn what it is in the Spirit's book, in the Gospel according to Spiritism, in heaven and hell, and then Genesis, and next incarnation you come to practice? Is a strategy. No problem. But what I don't understand is why are you acquiring this knowledge? You cannot be a bad person because your actions will not synchronize with what you're learning. This is what we need to do. In order to make this worth, we need to focus ourselves. We need to focus in what I need, what I want, what I want to spend my energy, I do it. At all costs, do it. This is what we need to do. Okay? This is what we need to do. We need to focus. We need to concentrate our efforts. There is a research. Many children, which the parents are spiritists, but the children, they are not. And they did this research in order to get to know what happened. And the highest scored answer, it's because their parents are one person in the spirit center and one person when they are in home. And this, for them, is not enough to keep studying Spiritism. So my question to you now is, are you the same person wherever you are? I'm not saying you need to be a cold person. You need to be I will say the truth at any cost. Yes, valid is saying the truth at any cost. But remember, there is another one at the end of this communication, and the way you're going to say, how you're going to say, this may hurt that person. And instead you think you are helping, you may have trigger a process of acquiring someone who's going to hate you, who's going to persecute you, who will not like what you're going to say. Remember Jesus when Pontius Pilate says, if he was a king, he said, you say so. And then remained silence. Why? Because even though he says the truth there, Pontius Pilate, he doesn't have knowledge to understand it. What Jesus did, remain silence. Think about it. Okay? Then we go to fate of children after death. Is the spirit of a child who dies in infancy as advanced as that of an adult? We already said it here. No problem, yes, because the physical bodies are children, but the spirit who is inside of that physical body, it's a wonderful spirit, full of lessons, with a brilliant mission here on earth, and there he is incarnated. Okay? Does the spirit of a child who dies in infancy without having had the chance to do any evil belong to higher degrees? Again, again, what we are saying here is not because I didn't do any evil, I will evolve. We need to understand what it is the context. We need to analyze. Hey, Patrocinio, good to have you here, my friend. Valzinha, thank you for being here with us. So we need to analyze the entire story. We need to analyze in between the lines. That's what we have to do. Don, I saw you, my friend. Good to have you here, Don. Louviam, my dear. Good to have you here, my friend. And especially for you, Lou, you said you are with your son of 8 years old. Listen this. Be careful with your actions. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Seriously, I'm in trouble here because sometimes my daughter looks at me and say, "Daddy, why are you doing this?" "Oh, because I want." "Oh, but you said different in your life. Why are you doing this?" I end up with poker face. So we need to watch our actions. I understand. I see all the troubles, but you need to try. We need to go. Lou says, our children are watching us all the time. Yes. Every single day, every single time, they are watching us. So let's prepare ourselves. Okay, so the other question here: what becomes of the spirit of a child who dies very young? Become a new. They be prepared for a new reincarnation, like us. We're gonna die. What is gonna happen? Oh, we're gonna be prepared to another reincarnation. That's why we are the Spiritis is here. But we need to push ourselves. We need to watch ourselves every day. Okay? So this is it for today. From next Thursday, we will start on question 200. Okay? Just mark there. We'll start on question 200. But this is what we need to do, my friends. We need to move forward. We need to keep going on our path of evolution. We have to. We need that. And happy those guys who try to change at the first problem, oh, this is not going to happen. Oh, no. Try. If you know what is wrong with you, happy days. That's what you need to do. Simple like that. You know? Simple like that. And pray, my friends. We need to pray. Like I said yesterday on the Spiritual Light, who watched the show, we need to pray. We need to pray. Pray to everyone. Like Putin, what he is doing is a barbaric. Yes, he may have his reason. Yes, because there is no good guys in either side. There is no good guys. Okay? In a war, who dies first is the truth. So what he needs, it's prayer. What the all other leads needs, it's prayer. What you need, what I need, it's prayer. Only this is able to change. Oh, but I saw a prediction that's gonna beginning of the third world war. This is a nuclear war. Predictions are, there's a name, predictions. It might or may not happen. If I say, oh, you're gonna die in a car accident, from today you will stop driving or getting inside any car, you might not die in a car accident. However, you stop driving car, you stop getting inside any car, but you are walking the street and the car comes and hits you. So we have the free will, my friends. There is nothing destiny or no. We have the free will. We have the ability to change everything, and it's up to us if you're gonna change or not. Okay? Think about it. Thank you, Don. Don says, thank you for my time learning this. No, I'm studying here. I'm learning. I'm trying to pass. Marisa, good to have you here, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. Okie doke. This is it for today. Let's close with our prayer. Again, I want to ask you all to lift up your thoughts towards Jesus, towards all the mentors, and let's send good vibrations to the entire world. Vibrations of love, vibrations of peace, vibrations of health, vibrations of harmony, vibrations of hope. May each heart receive this moment, this little drop of hope. Involving our brothers and sisters from Russia and Ukraine, Yemen, Africa, in good vibrations. So be it. Amen. Okay. Once again, thank you very much. Enjoy your rest of day, rest of night, or for those who are in Japan now, you can see here, good start of your Friday. Okay. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you on Sunday. Sunday is my talk. Okay. I'll see you Sunday. Thank you. Bye bye.